Hi, I'm Dino Ciova here with 2024 four-star Micah Robinson. Mikey, you had a great tournament at the Pete Hollis Showcase. You averaged 19.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 3 assists. What was it like? You've been asked to take a bigger role in the offense in the second half of the year for Oak Hill. What's it like?
Yeah, so Coach Stoneman, the whole year pretty much he's been like on me about getting up more shots and like being more assertive on the offensive end. And not just Coach Stoneman, like all my previous coaches in the past have been on me too, because like I've always been the type of guy that's like not gonna go out there and force shots. And so sometimes I tend to like pass up a shot that I think is like not there,
Mm-hmm.
but like in somebody else's eyes it is there. Pass up that shot for a better shot that I see my teammate has. But this past weekend, like I said, my mindset was just to be a little bit more aggressive, while also trying to make those winning plays. And this weekend was the first time that I found the balance between being aggressive as well as also making the extra passes. You saw the assists in there as well. So pretty much just me finding that balance was good for me, and now I really understand what it's like to like be aggressive, but also be able to make the extra pass whenever I see someone else has a better shot.
Definitely, a lot of the great players, you got to find that right balance of playmaking and, of course, shot making. But I want to talk about Bishop Walsh. You had yourself a game, 17 points, 9 rebounds. You were really a bright spot that kept us in that game.
Yeah.
And of course, you had 25, 3-3 versus Legacy for Oak Hill's first win in the NIBC this year. Talk about what it was like in that game against Legacy.
Yeah, so the legacy game, the legacy game was a big one for us because that one coming out the game night before against All Amir, we lost by 3. Everyone was kind of upset because like the whole season, we've had games like that, like games that came down to like one possession throughout the whole game that determined the game for us, and unfortunately we were on the back end of a lot of them. And so just to come back the next night and have that one and be our first win was definitely a big one. And we're actually pretty happy about it because our game plan going into the game was to maintain Cohen Carr. Of course, he's a freak athlete, probably the best athlete in all of high school basketball right now. So we were able to contain him pretty well, and he couldn't really get off on his game, and that was a huge piece on why we were able to come away with that win.
Yeah, you guys held them down to 8 points. That's no easy feat whatsoever. Now I want to pivot over to your college recruitment process.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me who you've been hearing from, who you got interest from?
Yeah, so right now I would say I'll give you just like 3 or 4. Like the main 4 that I'm hearing from right now are Kansas, LSU, Arkansas, I'll give you 5, Texas A&M, and Arizona State. So again, Arizona State, Kansas, LSU, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. Those are the main 5 right now.
I gotta ask you, leaning towards any of them, or are you keeping a poker face?
Right now, I'm really looking forward to this AAU season because I feel like I have a lot to prove and a lot to show. And so, like my AAU coach told me, like after this season, I'm gonna be like I should be expecting a lot of things to change, and like my recruitment is gonna go even further than it is now. So right now, I'm open to everything. Like I don't have any like time date set for any type of commitment or anything. Like right now, I really wouldn't say I have like a set top 3 in my mind because like I just feel like with the way things went this year, like and like with me being out here, I wasn't really able to take like any visits,
Mm-hmm.
because being out here like with the travel and stuff, we're going every week, and so I wasn't able to squeeze any in between that time period from when school started to our season. So I still haven't taken any of my official visits, and I still have 5 of them left. So I'm definitely waiting. I'm definitely gonna wait, and my recruitment is still open to anything and everything right now.
You doing any summer visits or any unofficials?
Yeah, it really just depends, because like during the summer is when a lot of the coaches they use that time period to use their visits for the transfer guys, and then high school kids get the visits after like from school to the summer. So it really just depends on the availability of like me, of course, because AAU we're gonna be gone a lot too, and just the availability of the schools.
Yeah, and you were talking about AAU, you're playing for Southern Assault and the Adidas 3SP. You guys aiming for championship this year?
Yeah, so last year, I feel like they did this wrong because last year, I feel like we were one of the top 3 teams. I feel like the top 4 teams were us, Team Loader Virginia, New World, and I would say Indiana Elite. But the way they did it, they had put us, team loaded, and who else was it? Indiana Elite on the top side.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a gauntlet at the top, and then at the bottom, I don't want to knock them down or anything, but New World was at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna say they had an easy path, because AAU everybody's good, but they made it, and they won, of course. They won the right games that they needed to. But I feel like just the way things went last year, I feel like we had a good chance to win it, and we ended up losing this in the quarterfinals to Team Little Virginia. And so definitely we're gonna be looking to come back this year stronger than we were last year.
Definitely. And last thing is you're going into your senior year. Do you have any goals for senior year? Any specific goals?
Yeah, so like team-wise, like I was saying before, we're on the back end of a lot of close games, and games that were decided from time periods for 3 to 4 minutes in a game where we went a long time of just allowing your team to go on a run or us not executing the offensive end. So definitely next year, looking to flip the script a little bit, because washouts last year, they only won 200 VC games. And this year, of course, they're going to Geico. So definitely just going to be looking to flip the switch and let everybody know that this year was not what the program has turned into, because I've seen a lot of comments saying oh, Oak Hill's this and that, Oak Hill's not the dynasty it used to be. And so definitely just going to be looking to prove them wrong and show them that it was just 1 year. Because what happened this year to us, we're seeing it at college too. Because UNC will actually make it to the championship, but this year they're not doing that well. Duke, of course they're doing good now. I think I saw it earlier. They won their last 6 games, but they were struggling during the beginning of the year.
Kentucky.
And so, Kentucky too. So it's just whenever a new coach comes in the first year, it's not always going to be pretty the first year. So definitely next year we're going to be looking to turn a lot of heads and show people that last year was just a fluke, and we're going to be back next year.
Definitely. Well, that's all the time we have with 4-star 2024 Micah Robinson. Micah, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.